Hello everyone, welcome to the Goblins live Christmas special. Hope you're all doing well. I've had some last minute kind of things that we had to try and sort out before the show today, so that's why we're slightly late. But I had to go and get these headphones from indoors just now. Madness. But anyway, yeah, hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's looking forward to Christmas, and I hope everyone's got their Christmas shopping in order. But all right, so today, as the title says, we're going to be kind of reacting to some negative comments that we have got. Now, I've not seen these. The wifey has sorted out these. So, well, our egos are going to get bruised, I think, today.
Yeah.
So, we'll see how that goes. And, yeah, we've got some other things planned for today's show as well, like some baby pictures, which will be interesting. But anyway, are you ready, wifey?
I'm ready.
All right, let's roll the intro. How's it going, wifey?
Yeah.
How we doing?
Yeah, all right.
Getting closer to Christmas as we speak, it seems. So
10 days to go.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to Christmas. It's gonna be fun.
Would you say it's your favourite time of year? Because I think it's mine as well.
Yeah, as depressed that I get during the winter, Christmas is definitely, it definitely makes it a lot easier.
It's the high point for me, winter.
Yeah. And then you've got January and February that are just
You
boring.
just need to get through. Yeah.
It's really boring. But yeah, so I mean, Christmas shopping wise, we're pretty much sorted, aren't we?
Yeah, all done.
I think pretty much.
I've just got a couple of things waiting to arrive, but this is going to sound really negative. They're for you, so it doesn't matter if they don't arrive on time because you can have them after.
Yeah.
You've got your main presents.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, all done.
So yeah, should be fun this year. We went bowling on Tuesday with some guys.
Yeah.
That was very messy.
Yeah.
Very, very messy.
And then we've got a Christmas party tomorrow, haven't we? So
yeah, we've got a little Christmas party tomorrow. So that's going to be also very messy.
But
can't wait.
It's because I'm
going to be
not.
fun.
We're not doing work Christmas parties this year, are we? This is like the one that we look forward to.
No.
So
Thing is, I mean, most work Christmas parties happen on Fridays, and Fridays is one of our training days. So I can very rarely make Christmas parties for work. So
yeah, and the ones that I usually go to, they're just like you can't usually take partners, which is fine. I'm not reliant on you to go out, but it would be nice to have you there.
yeah.
And I've only been at my company for 2 months, so for me it was like it'd be weird for me to go because I wouldn't know anyone. So I ducked out of that. But
Yeah.
we've still got snow, not snowing, but we've still got a lot of snow, haven't we, hanging around? So that's been interesting.
Yeah,
trying to go out in that.
The snow is hasn't gone away. Sorry, the dog keeps managing to climb inside this little desk that we've got. Shakes the whole thing. But anyway, anything else? Tomorrow's video is going to be the last one of the year. So
Yep.
then we should be back by the 3rd. Tuesday 3rd should
That's
be
the
the
plan.
first video back. So
That'll be a reaction video, won't it?
yeah, the first one will be a reaction
So.
video. But yeah. I mean, nothing else to report, I don't think.
All quiet for once, which is nice.
No more. Good to see you, mate. How you doing? 125 guy, Mark. Yeah, good to see you guys. So 125 guy, hey guys, managed to get some Wi-Fi at work, but won't be chatting. We'll be listening. Yeah, thank you, mate. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, appreciate that. All right.
So,
yes, wifey.
how are we gonna do this? You can tell we've discussed this beforehand. Am I gonna read them and then we're both gonna react together, or do you want to give your initial reaction? Then I'll tell you what my feeling was when I was doing it.
I don't think we need to. You know, organise it that much.
I don't. I was like, no, I don't know. Okay, cool.
Nah, I think we'll be all right.
We'll wing it. All right
But
then.
all right, so shall we do the mean comments first? I think that's what everyone wants to see.
So I do have a few points to make before we go into them.
Okay.
So we can't obviously disregard. We have so many really, really nice comments.
Yeah.
Good comments, positive comments, loads of opinions, which are usually written in a nice way.
Well, yeah,
But-
constructive.
yes.
Constructive. Yeah.
But there are occasions where, and you'll see on some of these, where it's just not constructive and it just doesn't really do
It's just
anything.
mean.
I went through and I found videos which were like had some dislikes but no comments as to why.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, what? Like,
yeah, you get that quite a lot.
what don't
unfortunately.
you like? Like, tell me what you don't like.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. What I also found quite a lot when I was going through was that we've got a lot of keyboard warriors in the world. So they'll hide behind their comments, or they'll be like, mate, I can do this so much better than you can. And I'm like, all right then, but you're not putting yourself out there on YouTube trying to find.
We'll see.
Like,
We'll see.
so I found those quite funny.
Don't give too much away.
So yeah, but yeah, so that's kind of.
I'm
things
kind of
that
nervous.
I found. Now-
I don't like looking at mean comments. I
did
don't think
have
anyone does.
I had a couple in mind that I wanted to use, but when I tried to find them, they'd been deleted.
Yeah.
And they were like the worst comments, and I couldn't find them.
Yeah,
So-
I think it's because YouTube are quite hot on their community guidelines with comments and things
yeah.
like that.
So these aren't sort of like, I don't know.
By the way, I don't delete anything. Any comments that we get, they're up permanently. Unless YouTube decide to remove them themselves, we don't touch them. We leave it exactly as it is. So yeah, these aren't handpicked. I haven't had any involvement in the picking of these comments. All right. So yeah, I did say to the wifey, make sure to pick the meanest ones.
These were literally
the most horrible ones.
I spent 2 hours collecting these, and I went through all the videos twice.
Yeah.
To find them. Now, you decide how mean they are, but
all right, well, shall we crack on?
yeah, let's
Shall we
go.
crack on? All right. So the very first one here. So this is on one of our reaction videos. So go ahead, wife. You can read this one.
So this is from Unexpected Motorcycle Acrobatics. A fair few of these crashes on bends were 100% about target fixation and survival reactions and not speed. It worries me slightly that neither of you picked up on that as riders. I don't know, maybe you saw them differently or don't know those terms, but please, if you don't know the concepts, go look them up. Knowing this stuff can save your life. Stay safe and keep learning.
I think they mean well with this comment. I remember seeing this comment though, because I think you told me about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it means well, but it does come across quite arrogant.
And they're not being funny. Yeah, because we're not sitting there, we're not studying every video.
But we specifically say at the beginning and at the end of everyone, at the end, not the beginning.
Now we do.
At the end of every reaction video, that these are our just initial reactions. We're not, like the wife said, we're not studying them or anything like that. So they're almost 100% inside the episodes where we're not picking up on certain things. But I mean, to say that we don't know about certain things when they don't know who we are, I think.
And they're really concerned about that. And okay, whatever. But it was just a bit patronising, and that's what annoyed me about
patronising. But I also think as well that it's kind of a bit denialist as well. Because
that's a great word, denialist.
Because it's like because I remember this one specifically because there were quite a few where the riders weren't able to meet the bends.
Yeah.
And despite the fact that in a lot of times, in a lot of cases, it's actually about how the rider makes the bend happen rather than the speed that they're going. Well, if you don't know these things, if you don't know how to control a bike with speed through corners, especially sharp corners, then the most obvious solution is to just slow down a bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's just the most obvious thing. And we're kind of coming at this from, kind of like a beginner's perspective. If they're looking at our videos for the very first time, we don't want to give them loads of advanced nonsense and, things that they're not going to have a clue about.
In layman's terms. But I think the thing is that this is
just make things simple for people.
This is the sort of person who'll sit there, look at the clip, rewind, look at it again, rewind, analyze it, then tell us we don't know what we're talking
we didn't.
about.
We didn't. We when we watch these, the only time we rewatch them is when we're editing the video.
Yeah, and at that point we have a discussion and go, actually, a lot of the time you react
I
exactly the
react
same
exactly
way.
the same way.
And then the video
I
says
say
it.
I say exactly the same things as well.
Yeah.
Which is really funny
But
because
you say it like a split second before
yeah,
you on the
yeah,
video
yeah,
say it,
yeah,
which
exactly.
is really good, really funny.
Oh, it's the wifey finds it absolutely hilarious
Yeah.
because I mean, yeah, it's still me.
Yeah. Like your opinion doesn't change.
But
on
clearly,
them.
my initial reaction was
The one you had.
the correct one, I suppose,
Yeah.
in the sense that
So-
I wouldn't change the way how I felt about it in a lot of these instances. But
So, yeah.
yeah, so I mean, okay, I think that. Sorry, yes, wifey, you want to say something?
I mean, it's probably obvious by now, but they're all anonymous.
Oh yeah,
They haven't pulled names out.
yeah. No, we're not naming names on this, right? We don't want to name and shame people. We just want to have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
All right. But anyway, yeah, let's move on to the next one.
Okay, ready?
They better get worse. A few things I wish the Kawasaki did differently. There's what I did differently after 2 years. Are you having your period today? No, I don't think I was having my period that day.
I find that comment offensive as a woman. I
Yeah.
find that offensive.
But remember, you weren't in the video though.
No, I know.
So it
but
wasn't. It
doesn't-
wasn't meant like that.
But it doesn't matter. That is not a very nice comment to have, and that's rude.
It's funny.
It's rude.
It's funny.
It's rude.
It's funny.
I don't care, it's rude.
funny. So
You should have replied instead of you.
well, the thing is, I mean, this video is obviously going to be controversial because a lot of our viewers are fans of this motorcycle, as am I. But it's just a case of being honest with ourselves and
But the
thinking,
thing
well,
is-
maybe it isn't so perfect. Maybe
but-
there are problems, and I think
The
that can be said
title-
about all
the
motorcycles, to be
title
honest.
isn't a few things Kawasaki have to change.
Yeah.
It's things I would like
Yeah,
them to change.
it's,
I wish they would change.
It's just from my perspective, from my opinion, from my experience. So
And that's the thing. You're not allowed to have an opinion on the internet unless you're leaving a comment.
yeah. Next one.
A Goblin's attempt at replacing the Kawasaki ZZR 1400 tail light, useless.
Yeah, maybe. I
Are
mean, again,
you-
I
but
I
are
say in all these videos I'm not a mechanic.
But
so.
the thing is, what I don't understand, are you useless? Is the video useless? Is the change
I-
the tail light useless? What is useless?
It sounds like the video is useless, but yeah, who knows? You can take that totally out of context.
Yeah, you could really
But-
run with that one. I don't know.
I don't think there's anything wrong with a so-called wannabe mechanic trying their hand at it, and it's not like it's just a tail light. It's not anything.
More like brakes.
No, it's not massively critical to the bike, it should be something that anyone should be able to fix because it's just
Unplug in and plug in back
unplug
in.
and plug in a
It's
new
just, it's fiddly.
It's
on that
it's just a
bike,
case
isn't
of
it?
getting to all the screws around the fairing and things like that. But okay, well, fair enough. I mean, if that's what they think.
That's all it said.
Motorcycle lane position to explain why lane 3 is most important. Do you have any concept of the meaning of a speed limit? Those signs with the numbers are a maximum, not a minimum. Well, I mean, this person, I don't think they're a rider. I don't think they ride.
Maybe not.
I mean, totally unrelated to the video. So that's got that going for it.
Yeah.
Hey, I ride the way I ride, I mean, I'm not the only person that rides in an assertive manner, so I don't think that it really matters. But see, from my point of view, you can ride fast if you want to, as long as it doesn't cause danger to anyone else, and the danger is just yours. Then I don't have any problem with it. But I don't go crazy quick. I don't. I'm one of the slowest riders. Probably 90% of the viewers are faster than me. Without a shadow of a doubt. Because I try to ride within my means most of the time. So if I go quick, I'm only going quick in a straight line.
I think the funny thing is that when it's written down, we'll both take it in different ways.
Right.
So you might take it one way and I might read it a completely different way.
So how did you read that then?
I think it's patronising. I didn't think if they're a rider or not. I thought you're a
it is patronising, but
it is.
It's someone questioning my ability, my control of the machine.
Like they've never sped in their lives.
Well, that's the argument I make a lot. So, yeah, But I think I don't think this is the only time I've had a comment like that
No, it's not.
where people have said about, oh, you're going way too fast, like, oh, how fast you going, things like that. What I was thinking about doing one of these days is actually changing my speedometer to kilometers an hour on the ZH2. Really, really mess with people.
Yeah.
Because they'll see the 30-mile-an-hour sign and I'll be doing like 52 kilometers an hour or something like that. I just see how people react.
As long as you know exactly how fast you're actually going.
No, I don't think it matters.
Then you'll be
I
fine.
don't think it matters. But I mean, well, it's like I had a bit of fun actually. I can't remember which video it was, but it was on your bike, the Ninja 125, and it was after I'd taken the battery out and put it on a battery tender. When I put it back in the bike, the speedo defaulted to kilometers per hour. And I was like, wow, I'm going so fast. And it's like, no, it's actually in kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
But I was having loads of fun seeing the big numbers.
Yeah.
I was able to do over 100 kilometers an hour. So, good times, eh? Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Next one then. Power wheelies are very hard to find on the ZZR. He's just not that good. I do a power wheelies almost straight up and it pills like crazy. Pills like crazy. So you either can't ride, or the bike is broken. Simple. I have tons and tons of footage on wheeling through with a U out the summer.
Yeah, throughout.
I've
left all spelling mistakes in here because if you can't type, that's not my problem. Against my bet, I was sitting there like twitching, wanting to change things, and I didn't. Like, this is one of those examples of someone going, "I can do it." Well, where's your proof? Where is your proof?
Apparently they have proof. Apparently they've got tons of videos.
Yeah, all right then.
I don't know. I mean, fine.
Yeah,
good for you. I mean,
I'm not being funny. He's probably on a push bike.
Well, no. I mean, they're talking about the ZZR specifically.
But
I
no,
believe.
at nowhere has this person said specifically what it is they do.
Yeah, but they're referring to it. The bike is it. So I'm pretty sure they're referring to the ZZR. But
it says I do power wheelies almost straight up,
and it pulls like crazy.
I don't know. I just think someone's being facetious.
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
If you can do it, prove it.
Go on, you.
You know, whatever. Put him out in the snow.
What I mean, this person isn't going to prove anything, are they? But
No,
but
because the thing is,
I'm not. But I said in this video specifically that I'm not good at wheelies. I'm not, and I'm still not. I've never ever been good at wheelies. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But that doesn't mean to say that I don't give it 100% on the throttle, because I do. On the ZZR, I have given it 100% on throttle, and even on that video specifically, you actually see me go from, I think, 5,000 RPM all the way up to 12,000 RPM, almost redlining the thing. And I slowed down to put weight on the suspension, on the front suspension, before pulling back. And I think I was in first gear as well. I did it in first and second. And, whatever. It doesn't work for me. I don't think there's anything wrong with the bike, but for all I know, this person's got some kind of gearing setup that produces more torque, because that's something that I want to do as well, is to have more torque down lower in the range, and then maybe pulling those wheelies will be a bit easier. I think some people even said in the comments about lowering the pressure in the rear tyre, making the tyre a bit squidgier, and even taking some of the is it preload off of the suspension coil, something like that, to make it a bit spongier, so the front end hops up a little bit.
But that's constructive criticism or feedback or what have you.
Yeah.
This is just someone who's proficient in BS. I'm sorry, I
don't
buy it.
The thing is, though, is that, I mean, especially from my experience on riding the ZH2 in particular, that bike just wants to pull wheelies all the time. You don't even have to pull the throttle back that hard to start finding wheelies. It's mad. But if I do the exact same throttle control on the ZZR, it doesn't happen. And that's my reference point. My reference point is riding all these different bikes and seeing how they can do wheelies. Now, that's not to say that I was doing it correctly, because I probably wasn't. But again, when you're looking at a bike that produces 150, 160 newton meters of torque, you kind of just expect the wheelies just to come, And it doesn't. On the ZZR, it doesn't. So I'm certain there's a technique to do it. I haven't looked at it. I haven't searched it. I was able to do one on my old CBR 600RR, and it's not straightforward, but it is certainly doable. If I'm able to do it, then anyone's able to do it. But I think you ride up to, in first gear, 9,000 RPM. These are power wheelies, by the way. 9,000 RPM or even 10,000 RPM, come off the gas completely, let it drop to 9,000 RPM, and then just rip it as hard as you can. And yeah, the bike comes straight up. But that's a shorter wheelbase than the ZZR. So, maybe they've got a shorter wheelbase. Who knows? There's all sorts of things that I'd love to do to that bike to make wheelies easier, but it's not, I don't know. I don't think it needs it. I mean, I think I also say in that video as well that I don't try to do the wheelies on that bike just because I don't want to. I don't want to damage it, It's a heavy bike, and if you put too much weight on the fork seals, well, there you go. They're going to blow immediately. If it's on a smaller bike, then it's not a problem.
Maybe they're just a liar. Anyway.
I like to take people's word at face value.
I don't.
Okay? Yeah, rightly or wrongly, but I mean, I don't know. It's just my experience, and that's the thing. I can only report on the experiences that I have of the bike. And if I was just saying something like the topic of the video, if I was just saying that without actually proving it to everyone, then I'd be just as bad. I'd be saying something that wasn't true, or at least I wasn't willing to test, and I did. More often than not. If there's something about a particular motorcycle that I have an issue with, or something that that I want to find out about, then I will try it on a video. I'll film it. Yeah, the guy might be right. It might just be my riding ability, but who cares? I ride the way how I ride. What more does this person want? Anyway, next one.
Motorcycle lane
this one
positions
again.
Explained. Are we doing 43 miles per hour in a 30 mile per hour zone? Or don't we care at all about the speed limits when catching up to buses? What is it your problem anyway?
I don't know what I don't know which clip they're referring to
But I'm
in
not
this
being
video.
funny. What's it to do with them? Anyway, how fast you're going? It's nothing.
I don't know.
Unless they are like the pillion that's been left back there because they've fallen off, or otherwise, unless you're in an accident and you've caused it, what the hell's it got to do with them anyway? I'm sorry, but if you've got an opinion about speed, keep it to yourself.
Well,
because chances are people have sped, and people are like high and mighty. I'm on my horse now. People are high and mighty about, you shouldn't speed. Yeah, like you haven't sped before to get a takeaway or whatever. Like you haven't done something you shouldn't have done before. Grow up, seriously.
Yeah, I think I've said this before about how people love to comment about other people's speed when they knowingly do it themselves.
But they'll be sitting there and they'll have something in the back of their mind going, I've done this, but I'm going to tell you off anyway because I can. And there's a public forum and I feel like being... Sorry. I get really irritated. It was so hard for me to separate my feelings from these as I was doing it today.
Well, I'll tell you what. The day when I'm speeding and speed is the only factor in a crash that I'm involved with, then fine. That'll prove them right, won't it?
Until
that day, I'm going to keep doing it. Well, I mean, to be fair, I did have a bit of not a scare. Well, no, it was a scare. I was on the ZH2 and I thought I got caught speeding.
Yeah.
Because it was a 50 mile an hour zone that I was riding in, and I don't know why, but I was looking at something on my dashboard. I can't remember what it was, but then I looked up, and as soon as I looked up, I noticed the speed van there. I looked at my speedo, and I was doing like 62 miles an hour on the speedo, so I was probably doing about 57, 58 mile an hour, and I was like, they've definitely caught me speeding here. But I think my saving grace was I think there was a car in between the line of sight between me and the camera van. I think that was a couple of weeks. Well, that was just over 2 weeks ago, and I haven't had a speeding ticket, so I got off lucky there. Yeah. I did get off lucky there, but I don't know.
But unless someone has lived an absolute perfect life, no wrongdoings, never eaten the pick a mix and they shouldn't have, never gone over the speed limit. Shut it and keep it to yourself.
The thing is, though...
because you just look like an idiot. I'm sorry, but people just look like an idiot when they talk about it online about speed, and it's clear that other people speed. Do they go on every single video and comment on every single video where someone's going 3 miles per hour over, and it's like, I'm gonna...
It's part of riding culture, okay? If you ride a motorcycle and you don't speed, then I think that is the exception to the rule. Most riders, they speed everywhere, man.
I would, but my bike can't.
No, it can. That might be a challenge. I might try doing that. Shall I see if I can get a speeding ticket on the wife's bike?
Like hell.
I'll take the ticket. But see if see if I can get a speeding ticket on the Weiss 125, because it can easily. I mean, if you're in a 30 or something
Christmas.
like that, easily, yeah. But
God.
I mean, I don't think it's uncommon to see bikers speeding, and there's nothing wrong with it, though. That's the thing. The bikers doing it to enjoy
sorry,
themselves, and unless they're being ultra stupid
So
and they're
you
not in
buy-
control of the
so-
bike, then I haven't got a problem with it.
So
I
you
don't,
you
I
buy
don't
a
know.
really nice bike, you buy like an R1, you buy like the ZZR, and you're like, I'm gonna drive like Miss Daisy.
yeah.
Like you're gonna do that.
I think
Like,
that's one of my quotes, I think, as well. Like, what's the point in having
what
it if you
is
can't
the
enjoy it?
point?
Yeah, definitely. But hey, whatever. This person, if they wanna drive the way they drive or ride the way they ride, then that's up to them.
But keep your opinion to yourself if you don't like
You
it.
know, I mean, you're not a police officer, are you? So you're not a law enforcement person.
It's a Karen.
Of course, it's a Karen. You know, but like, you don't have any power to do anything about it apart from just have a whinge and a moan. So
Yeah,
come on, let me enjoy my freedom, what little freedom we have, and just get over it.
Just go to a supermarket, ask the manager, and you'll be happier than leaving this comment.
Just complain about anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Just then packet of crisps were upside down.
The doors don't open quick enough for me.
Oh dear. Next one. I found a few issues with my ZH2. It's an anti-theft, you muppet.
I didn't know what this was in relation to. What part of the video it was in relation to.
So I believe this was to do with the keyhole, because there's like a cover on the ignition where I can just turn the door. I can turn it around. I can rotate it 360 degrees, and it's not something that I've ever experienced before on a motorcycle. And I didn't have it before on my ER6. I don't have it on the ZZR. I don't have it on the CBR 600RR. I haven't had that on any bike that I've ever ridden, and even the Wife's 125 doesn't do that. So, and I'll tell you what, I've said this as well recently in videos. I've had problems with the ignition on the ZH2. The key doesn't want to go in all the way every time, and so I'm there trying to turn it and it won't turn. It's because it hasn't gone in all the way, you know. So there are problems, even if that is a deliberate design. I don't care. There are problems with the ignition on the ZH2 anyway.
The thing is,
But-
if this muppet had written this comment in I believe it's anti-theft, I would have completely gone by that comment. I wouldn't even looked at it. It's the way they've worded it.
No,
It's
it-
just not needed to be worded that
I don't
way.
think it is anti-theft, because if it
But no,
was,
that's not my point.
well, no, I'm just trying to make a point that if it was anti-theft, then you know how is it anti-theft? It doesn't stop someone from being able to break the lock, you know, because the cover itself is only, I don't know, probably like a millimeter or two
Minuscule,
deep,
isn't it? Really?
deep inside the ignition switch or what have you. So someone can just turn that around willy-nilly and it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect their ability to steal the bike. So or affect their ability to pick the lock of the bike. But I think a lot of these bikes now, they've got chips inside their keys, haven't they, anyway?
I'm the wrong person
So
to
it
ask.
doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the ZH2 and the ZZR have got chips in their keys. I think from I don't know, maybe not. The old CBR did. That had a chip in the key, but meh. Hey, it's their opinion.
Just
It's their opinion.
yeah. Well,
Next one. 1000cc Honda Civic versus 1400cc ZX14. What a load of bollocks. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people were happy with the result of that video, were they?
but I don't know if it was about the video or the result.
It's got to be the result.
There's no context. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's got to be the result, because look, I made it hard for myself. Okay, I knew there was always going to be a very slim chance that I was actually going to win.
But I think the thing is, all we knew was that you were going the motorway, I wasn't. We both took wrong turns. We both made mistakes. And, I mean, the fact is, we were this close.
Yeah.
You're this close to winning.
It was ridiculous how close it actually was, and I think
that wasn't set up.
But that made the video for me. You know, if there was one person that was a clear winner and they were there for ages, then it wouldn't have been that fun. But the fact that I saw the wifey running away from me as I arrived, that was just gold, man.
And this
that
is
was
the thing.
So gold.
It was, like I said, it wasn't set up that it was going to be a really close call. That is actually what happened.
Yeah.
And if I'd parked where I originally was going to park, I would have been sitting on the bench waiting. But
yeah, I mean, hey,
well, we've had so many positive people.
Yeah.
Some people love that.
I thought it was a really good video, to be honest. So if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out, because it's certainly an interesting
it's
challenge, and yeah, it is entertaining. But I think a lot of people were a bit miffed at the the result. Mark certainly wasn't happy with the result.
Oh yeah,
Mark W. Next one. Okay, so it's the ZH2 have issues with it again.
I do not know if you eat paste deliberately or you just eat paste because you have no idea about motorcycles, and clearly you're a user, not a motorcyclist.
I don't understand it. What am I being a real like boomer here? I don't quite understand what eat paste means.
Like, you're a bit thick. You know, like Ralph from Simpsons eats like glue and paste and stuff, so he doesn't know any better.
I don't know.
I think it's just saying that you are, if you like, don't know what you're doing, don't know what you're talking about. But clearly, Clearly, the 120 videos we've got of you riding your bike shows you're not a motorcyclist.
I'm not the smartest person in the world by any means. You know, maybe this person's got some divine intelligence on something. I don't know, but
what's the difference between a user and a motorcyclist? If you use a motorbike, surely you're a motorcyclist.
I don't know. I suppose it's a bit like I don't know. So it's like someone saying, "Oh, if you don't race motorcycles, then you're not a motorcyclist." It's that kind of attitude. So
if I don't know, if I don't use an oven, I'm not a cook.
Well, yeah. Or if you use the microwave, you're not a cook.
Oh my god, I use a pencil instead of pen. I'm so sorry, guys. I do not know how to write anymore.
I don't know.
Like, seriously.
Well, I mean, I'll give them credit for their use of eat paste, because I've never heard of that before, ever, to call someone stupid eating paste. So I'll give them that. That's clever. But
the rest of it isn't. To be fair.
The thing is, the thing that a lot of people don't understand about these videos is they're my own personal experiences. It's not fact or fiction. It's my own experiences of this particular machine. You know, if someone else experiences something differently, then great. You know, but if not, then this is just to highlight certain things. That's all.
Again, you're not saying Kawasaki has some issues. You're saying I found a few issues with my Kawasaki. Yeah, it's your opinion. And about your bike, which you've ridden.
But like, if people, you know, if they have, I don't know, if I say something that is like, you know, I think this is an issue, and someone says, well, no, that's not actually an issue, then like, fine, whatever. But who am I to know?
But it's your experience.
I'm not a motorcycle engineer. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not someone who builds motorcycles for a living.
But at the end of the day,
it's you know,
it's your experience.
But
like
most
your
people,
bike.
the thing is though, again, is that this is what people get around their heads, right? Most people are so-called users of the machines. They're not necessarily enthusiasts. They're not necessarily anyone who, you know, knows anything about motorcycles. As far as they're concerned, they only need to know how to ride a bike to enjoy the hobby. And that's it. That's all someone should have to do to get into motorcycles. And as far as I'm concerned, if you ride a motorcycle, you are a motorcyclist. Regardless of your level of enthusiasm for the hobby, it doesn't matter, you know? But this is one of those people that's got clearly a big ego about what they so-called know about motorcycles, and they're in this elite club of motorcyclists and what have you, right? Whatever, fine. Motorcycle master race. Congratulations, you know? That's not me. All right, I'm for the people. I'm for the community, the whole community. I don't care your level of experience. I don't care how up yourself you are. If you're a motorcyclist, then hey, you're part of the community.
It's not like you're trying to ride a unicycle and call yourself a clown, is it? You're trying.
I do have a unicycle, an electric unicycle.
But you don't call yourself a clown.
No.
You're literally just someone who's saying, this is my love of bikes. I want to bring some people together, give you my opinions, give you my thoughts.
And spread it. Spread the joy.
Yeah.
Spread the joy of riding.
Spread it. And, but it's just comments like this. You just think, do you not have any compassion or any? Do you know what? If you don't got anything nice to say, just don't say anything at all. You learn that when you're 3 years old, for God's sake.
I want people to say these things because it just makes them look stupid. Makes them look stupid. It makes them look arrogant.
No, it doesn't make them look stupid. It just shows they're stupid.
Well, yeah,
Big
exactly.
difference.
So, you know.
Anyway, moving on.
Next one.
Very passionate, sorry.
6 reasons why you should not buy a ZX14. I absolutely love this one because so many people hate this video.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's one of our best performing videos ever.
Because of it.
But because of that, and people absolutely hate it. It's brilliant.
Do you know what? Trivium once said that they like being like Marmite because people will always talk about you.
Yeah.
You're always gonna get people saying, "Oh, this video's really stupid. Go have a look at this," or "This is amazing. Go look at this." Thanks. Keep doing that.
So the comment is 6 reasons why you're lame and for lame AF for telling people what they shouldn't do with their money.
What are the reasons? Don't give me a title without giving me my reasons why.
Oh, it's funny. Hey, it's funny. You gotta laugh at these things because clearly this is someone that's just irate about something they didn't like that I said, and whatever, fine. I don't need to be the most favourite person in the world, do I?
We're not asking.
And
to
I
be
probably
liked.
won't be if I'm honest with people, and if I'm honest with myself, I'm never ever going to be, the most favourite person ever. I'm always going to have people that are going to be like, "Oh, you're dumb, you're stupid."
But you're not going out there and putting things online to be liked. You're not bowing to the masses and being like, "Oh, everyone, look at this bike. You all love it. Therefore, I'm going to love it."
But again, though, this is like the kind of comment we get these quite a lot on singular videos, and no one actually knows what we do. Because if this person actually had a look at our channel properly, then they would actually see how many videos we've got that are rant and rave about the bike. But instead, they've seen this one video because it's hit the algorithm, and all of a sudden, their entire opinion of us and the channel is all based off of one video, and it's like, well, okay, fine. Yeah, you haven't got enough context there, really. And also as well, the funny thing is that people always they get like halfway through a video or something like that, and they'll make a comment like this. Even though, like, right at the end of the video, I say what an amazing bike it is. Even at the end of the same video they're watching, I say what an amazing bike it is. Even though I've just given you 6 reasons why you shouldn't buy one. Yeah. And it's just things like that. People just don't.
But they don't get to the end.
They don't get. No, they don't. No, they get too irate. I make their blood boil. Yeah. Whatever.
Right, next.
We know this one. The Aprilia RS250 is a fast motorcycle, but not that fast. So this is a live show clip that we had.
Well, I made a mistake
a few months ago.
I made a mistake by putting the wrong information down.
Yeah.
And someone said, "Who are these people? Why did you get someone as a guest who knows nothing about bikes?"
Yeah.
At which point you replied and said, "Look, she made a mistake. It happens." They then replied saying something like, "Oh my God, is that you in the video? Like, I thought you knew more or something." And there was another negative comment underneath.
I don't know.
Guys, I am human. Like, I made a mistake.
But
it happens.
Another thing is as well to mention.
It's just rude.
Right, the wifey is not a motorcycle enthusiast like I am.
Not
right.
No.
And she took this upon herself to do this research and to do to make a live show happen. She did all of this for me, right? And it was to test me. The fact that I picked up on an error, even though I didn't know the answer, I still picked up on the error. It's got nothing to do with her.
It's a testament to your knowledge, for one.
Well, exactly. But that's the point. That was the point of the video. I think the wifey jokingly said, "Oh, I'm testing you."
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. The wifey put in a load of effort into doing this research, and she made a couple of mistakes. Who cares?
But nobody on the live on the chat said anything. They were just like, "What? Like 55? Like it was like in jest, and that was fine."
But we corrected it as well. We corrected it.
And the thing is, I put that out as a live show clip because I thought it's actually quite a funny moment.
Yeah, we thought it was funny.
Yeah. But I had this comment come in, and you actually had to put a comment in the end and say, guys, she made a mistake. Like, later on, we correct it. Like, take a chill pill.
Like, get over it. it's not a big deal,
but
is
I
it?
was just like, for one, I'm not a guest. I run this show. Like, don't come at me calling me a guest, for God's sake, because I will have you. And two, who are we? You're clearly new to the channel. Go have a look and see what we're doing, because
let's have a look at the next one.
Don't you cut me off. Don't come at me saying, who are these people? If this is the first video you've looked at, because clearly you're just...
See, okay, now the wifey's starting to understand now why I don't like reading mean comments. Because most of the comments that we get that are mean are about me, not about her.
Mark put a comment in earlier into here saying wifey's going to deck someone or something like that. And you could be right.
Honestly.
I just get so irate about the fact that I'm out here doing something, trying to do something for fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And people are just coming at me. And I'm like, guys, I'm human.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if this person who writes this comment has never made a mistake before. Wow. Let me bow at your feet, but I did.
Jesus Christ incarnate.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I admitted it, and like, just get over yourself.
God's gift to the earth.
No, probably God's gift to that flat earth. Moving
burn.
on, I think we should. Sorry.
All right, here we go. Here's another one. 6 reasons why you should not buy a Sentinel.
Everything you said is total garbage. Best bike in the world. God, you get done speeding on any motorcycle.
Well, hey, they're not wrong. It is one of the best bikes in the world, and yeah, you can pretty much get done speeding on any motorcycle. But my point was that it's easier to get speeding tickets on that bike.
But didn't you come out with a video 6 months later, 6 reasons why you should?
Yeah, but these people aren't going to give a second chance, so that's the thing. And I think some people even actually understood that the video was a bit tongue-in-cheek anyway. Yeah. They understood that was the that was the point of it. And the people that get that, they like the video, they leave a positive comment, things like that. And these people clearly took it way too seriously.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I mean, each of the points I made were, it was genuine. They were genuine, but it doesn't deter from the quality or how amazing the bike is anyway.
I think the thing as well to come back to is you do on multiple videos say how much you love this bike.
Yeah.
And if you really didn't like it, why would you still have it?
Precisely. Yeah. They ain't going nowhere.
It's just logic. It's been here since day dot we've had the channel.
Hey, I mean, hey, if everything I said is garbage in that video, well, hey, I mean, say that to 80% of the other viewers that watched it.
Yeah.
Because they'll say something entirely different.
And get a sense of humour.
Next one. Okay, so ZZR should have done better.
Have you seen this one before?
I've not seen this one. Damn, man, you got camel toe.
Like, why are you looking? For one, like...
That's amazing.
Why are you...
That's actually hilarious.
Why are you looking? Like, how... What?
Well, no. They don't physically mean I have a camel toe. They're calling me a woman.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
Oh, right.
Because of my long hair, my long luscious hair. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're jealous, get a wig. God, I read that completely. I thought you actually had a camel toe.
No. How can I have a camel toe? I wear jeans.
I don't know.
Where the camel toe is supposed to be is like the thickest part of the jean.
Could have been sitting funny. I don't know.
I don't know.
Right.
What the hell are naked motorcycles?
An unfinished bike. This takes me 2.5 seconds to write, not 10 minutes.
Hang on, how many C's are in that?
2. We wouldn't be a very good channel if we weren't. The title was "What the hell are naked motorcycles?" Hi guys.
So this person doesn't like
unfinished
nakeds.
Bike.
See
ya.
No, but this person doesn't like nakeds. Clearly, if they call it an unfinished bike.
Yeah, true.
Whatever. Fine. That's their opinion. Next one. The worst type of motorcycle you can buy.
What are you babbling about?
Good God.
That's just rude.
Well,
you clearly were interested enough to watch it, or to at least open the video. Comment, so.
Yeah. I mean, the point behind that one was whether or not someone should buy a performance enhanced motorcycle, so something that isn't stock performance wise. And my argument is you shouldn't. At least if you care about how much money's in your wallet, then you probably shouldn't. But there's nothing wrong with buying a motorcycle and then modding it yourself, because then at least you've got the work done yourself and the consequences are your own if it goes wrong. But if you've bought someone else's mistake, that's what I mean. You don't know if it's a mistake. It's just a massive question mark.
Is this the one where you talk about Yummy Noob?
Mm-hmm.
There was so much hate on that video for Yummy Noob. So much hate.
Really?
People are like,
Fair enough.
I've seen it as a theme in some of your videos. People are like, oh, don't talk about him, or don't compare this to him, or what have you. And there's a lot of hate in there for him.
That's so interesting. But then again, though, I mean, he is a massive channel.
Oh, it's because a lot of people are saying that he fired Sprite.
No way, you're kidding.
No?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what they're. I don't know. I've just read the comment.
I haven't been following their channel for a few months now, so maybe even a bit longer than that. So I don't know exactly. I can't believe that. Spike was like one of the best guys on the channel. Spike was amazing.
Yeah, he's fired Spite, but
wow. Was there any videos about that?
Oh yeah, there's loads.
But did they release a video?
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But like a month ago.
Crazy.
Yummy Noob fired Spite.
Crazy. I'll have to check that out, man. That's mental.
Oh, apparently it was done on a video as well.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
I'll
check that out at some point. But yeah, I mean, I do actually say in the video itself, I know that a lot of people don't necessarily like Yummy Noob, but I mean, hey, he's made himself successful, so.
There's a big old section in there about they don't like him because of this and how could he do this and.
Yeah, well.
So.
I don't. I like I said, I take people at face value more often than not. So unless they give me a really good reason to not like them, then well, I'm going to be kind of indifferent, really. But. Interesting. Next one.
Right, so this is the last one.
Okay.
Now, the reason I put this in, it's not a mean comment, but it's...
It's all right, don't worry. It's okay, carry on.
The person has completely missed the point of the video, and we see this so often. So this is this is riding Chat with a Girl for Smooth Brain. So this is actually a video that I wrote, I co-directed, didn't I, and you edited, but this was my brainchild. And I've had some lovely comments about it and how I look, so thank you. But it says, cool, but a bit more important information would have been nice to add, like about leaning, wiggling of the butt, interesting wording, stretching, clarifying signals when one is ready, when to get off, etc. And nothing else comes to mind this point in time.
They've clearly had a long time to think about this comment.
Yeah, and... For one, the title gives away that it's not really a serious video, and the opening sequence shows you it's not a serious video. What part of me wearing a colander on my head makes you think this is a serious video? We've done videos about pillion riding.
Yeah. I think we've actually linked them
in
the video as well. Yeah.
But it's just another point of someone just completely missing the whole objective of the video, and I just found it really funny.
Yeah, but that's to be expected. I mean, for all we know, I mean, this person, they might not come from the UK, so they might not get the context as they should. But no, I think most people understood that it was a parody almost.
This is the only comment we've got like this on this video.
Yeah.
Where they're just like.
Yeah, exactly. So.
But it just made me
it's
giggle.
It's like the first Smooth Brains video that we did about how to ride a motorcycle. Again, it's the same kind of premise. It's just supposed to be like a comedy sketch. And there I think there was either one or two comments on it about how it would have been.
There's not anymore.
How oh really?
Yeah, I checked to see if we had any on that one as well. And there's nothing now.
Interesting. Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. There were comments that I knew we'd had and I wanted to find, but couldn't find them anywhere.
I don't know. I think YouTube just like scans through comments and like if they deem it inappropriate, they'll just remove it without a second thought.
Certain words as well, which trigger.
Maybe I don't know, but yeah, we had a similar sentiment in that video as well. I remember that some was saying, oh, this person doesn't know what they're talking about, this is what you need to do, this and this, and it's like, well, that's not what the video was about.
Because you were like saying the twisty thing or something, and they were like, that's called a throttle, and you're like, yeah, I know,
yeah,
I get it. But that was all that was 16 of our most interesting comments we've had.
Yeah,
and we've had a lot of comments in our chat as well.
Yeah. We'll chat about what you guys are saying at the moment, what your reactions are. Let's say hello to everyone. Man of Peace, good to see you, mate. How you doing? Call on, good to see you. Mark, good to see you. Have I said hello to you already? Lomorph said hello to you already. Who else? Is that everyone?
Rob Fearon Photography, Hill Walking Wild Camping.
Rob
Hello.
Fearon, good to see you, mate. How you doing?
And we've got Boozer on a Booster.
Boozer on a Boozer. Good to see you, mate.
Welcome everyone. Merry Christmas.
How you
to you all.
doing? Yeah, Merry Christmas to you all. All right, so yeah, I think I think I think the general consensus is the same as us. How we kind of respond to these kinds of comments, but it's funny, isn't it?
Lone Wolf. I'm so slow. You see my videos? I have to speed them up to make them look realistic.
Yeah. Call on. I like to have fun, and I often speed to get past dangerous drivers. There you go. There's nothing wrong with having fun, is there? There's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself on your motorcycle. I think that's what a lot of people just don't get.
Mm-hmm.
They want to enjoy their bikes. There's nothing wrong with that. Why should there be anything wrong with that? And look, as long as you don't get caught, well, who cares, right? That's what I think. Call on. I'm among the 90%, but not by much. Yeah, no. A lot of people are faster than me, without a doubt.
We've seen it coming down our road on that
literally.
icy. Was it the icy weather the other day, and someone was doing it?
Well, no.
I
I don't mean physically faster than me. I think just in terms of physical riding ability. If you put me and someone else on the same bike, the other person will be faster than me, easily.
Oh.
Easily. Seriously.
Oh, that's not how I took it.
No, because I don't ride like that.
No.
I don't always ride as fast as I possibly can because it's not that I don't want to. It's just because, well, hang on, dog wants to go out again. It's just because I don't have the ability. I've not been on racetracks before or anything like that, so I'm not. There's no point. There's no point in me even trying because I'll just end up breaking the bike.
Yeah.
Something bad will happen anyway. Mark, wait, you mean to break the speed limits? Sorry, I must unfollow. Bye. Brilliant. Lone Wolf UK, it's not the bike, it all depends on the nut that connects the seat to the handlebars. Yep. Mark White's gonna knock someone out tonight. It's funny though, isn't it? Because I'm not the only one that gets a bit pissed off with certain things that
the thing is,
certain people say.
we put a lot of time and energy and soul into this.
Yeah, we do.
And for someone to come along and within 3 lines and really bad spelling try to bring us down, I'm just like
they're so angry their fingers couldn't hit the keys properly. They were like this on the keyboard. I don't know. It just really irritates me that people just, I don't know. Yeah, be honest if you don't like something, but be constructive and you know, don't come across like an absolute twit when you write it. Yeah. Because you just make yourself look stupid, like you said. It is true. I mean, like the wife is saying, we do put a lot of effort and a lot of passion and a lot of love into the work that we make. And yeah, when someone kind of pisses all over it, well, you know, not exactly happy about it, are you? But it is what it is. You know, it's a public platform, and so people can say what they like about the work they do, and all power to them. Like if I had something to say about someone's video because I wasn't sure about it, I would be constructive and I would try and be at least polite about it. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, Mark, another 2.5 seconds to use spell check. Yeah, it's true, isn't it? Yeah. Lone Wolf's comments just made me giggle. If you ride fast in the lakes, you miss the beautiful scenery or hit a sheep or tourist on his phone. Yeah. That doesn't actually surprise me in the slightest. No. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do tonight. Now we did want to do some. What were they? What was it called? I've no idea. I know what you mean. We're gonna whisper phrases to each other through the headphones. We haven't actually got time for that tonight, so I'm gonna put those to one side. But I do want to show everyone some baby pictures. You haven't got me, have you? Yeah. You have? Yeah, of course. Oh, no. I've not. Now this is the bit I've not seen. I haven't signed off on this, guys. I don't know what's gonna come out of you. Yeah. Here we go. All right. Oh my goodness. So shall we show everyone my first ever
Yeah.
proper motorcycle?
Is it just the one picture you've got of me?
No, I've got a couple.
Oh, okay.
All right. So this one here
This is the famous one.
is the first ever motorcycle that I had. This is the Lifan 125. It's a Chinese motorcycle. Back then I was 17. I didn't know what the difference was between a European, Chinese, Japanese, American. I didn't know.
It was just a bike at that point for you, wasn't it?
It was just a motorcycle, and I just enjoyed them.
There was a comment on one of the videos where you mentioned Chinese bikes, and someone said, "Oh, it's because you've always had bad Chinese experiences. There's good bikes out there." And someone,
I really struggle. I'm sorry. I really struggle to believe that.
It was possibly Mark or Lone Wolf or 125 guy turned around and said, "I note how you haven't named any," and it just made me giggle. It was just so funny.
Yeah, I mean, I've named it now. That was my old 125.
Yeah,
but that wasn't the first bike
not that
I
you
had.
haven't named any. This person who was defending them hadn't named any.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, but now I have. All right. So this was baby me, on my 50cc scooter.
Looks tiny on you.
Absolutely mad.
It looks a bit like 2D, but it just looks flat.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
I was 16 years old at the time. And again, it's another Chinese thing. This is from a website called directbikes.com. Wow, that sounds so good.
Like direct laptops, but for bikes.
Yeah.
Can you just
Laptops
zoom
direct,
in on the front
bikes
wheel
direct.
For me?
Sorry, say
Can you
again.
zoom in on the front wheel for me?
Front wheel.
It looks like it's literally attached with a little tiny piece of metal.
Well,
It's not, obviously, but the way it's
so
shown.
I don't know if anyone of you guys that has actually seen these kind of scooters before, but they actually don't come built like that. They come in a box. They're like flat packed. So
It's a
there's me
kit
and my
bike.
dad on our driveway trying to build this scooter. Neither of us being mechanics, no idea what we were doing. And I remember there was a bolt that we used to connect the front wheel to the suspension, and it was clearly too long, because whenever I'd ride it, it would hit the disc,
Oh God, that doesn't sound
and
safe.
you'd hear it clicking. Like,
Did it spark?
I don't know, I couldn't see.
Oh God, you were riding.
I didn't know. I'm not a mechanic. I'm still not a mechanic. But no, I had
Full disclaimer.
I had no idea about this stuff. But hey, I mean, we got it working. We got it registered and everything.
Yeah.
Put oil in it, as you're supposed to do. And yeah, she worked.
Yeah.
Until she got stolen. But I will say, she did break down within the first 3 months of me having it.
Was that due to the way you put it together, or due
Nope.
to the bike?
No, it was the actual engine. The engine,
Right.
because basically the back end of the bike, from this end all the way to about here, this is all pre-assembled. This is all pre-assembled. It was just the front end that wasn't pre-assembled.
Oh right.
So
it's like part built when you got it.
part built, yeah. So even like the engine, I think already had oil in it and what have you. It was fine, as is. I think the only thing we had to do was attach the suspension here at the back, this rear suspension.
Okay.
I think that's the only.
You actually labelled direct bikes.
I know. So it
Clever.
was actually like flattened like that. I think that's all we had to do. But yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was that broke on the bike. We got it sent to a mechanic, and they fixed it for us. And when he fixed it, he unrestricted it for me as well. So
Nice.
instead of going 28 miles an hour, it could do 40 miles an hour. So
That's
I
a
was
big
really
difference.
excited about that. It was still really slow AF, but
But
know,
it was now 12 miles an hour faster.
I thought it was fun. I really enjoyed it, even though it was really dangerous and really poor quality. It was still mine, and it cost me about 600 quid. Brand new. That's
bad.
not good value. Not good value whatsoever, considering it broke down, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it would have lasted longer, but it got stolen within, I think, 9 months.
Yeah, it wasn't long, was it? That you had
9
it?
months it got stolen, so not really a lot I could have done about that. But hey, I mean that paved the way to my 125. I have got some other pictures of it. I mean, this is the one that you guys have seen already.
Lone Wolf said that Lifan looks like an old Honda CG125.
That's exactly what it looks like. Yeah, it's a Honda. I think it's a CBF 125 clone, from memory.
It's like based on it. They looked at it and went,
It's a clone.
we'll do it like that.
It's a clone. It's yeah.
Is that a centre stand or a kickstand?
So that's a kickstand, but it does have a center stand as
Oh,
well,
okay.
or it did have a center stand. Yeah, I dropped this bike so many times.
Oh yeah, look.
That though, that wasn't me.
Was that someone else?
That was actually that I bought it like that.
Oh right.
Yeah, the massive dent in the tank. And that was me. I crashed it once. And that was me. Oh no! Then he got my stupid face just there, reflecting off the.
Oh, I love that.
Off the light. That's brilliant.
That's
isn't it?
good.
Yeah. So that was my old. I keep wanting to say CBF 125, but yeah, the Lifan piece of junk. So yeah, and then we've got. Well, I'll show you guys the picture of the ER6 as well, because you guys will absolutely love this one. We'll do this one. There you go.
Oh, I love this bike.
That's me, and there's my brother.
Actually related, guys. They're actually related.
Yeah. Yeah, this
it's
is
such a nice bike. That was the first bike I pillioned on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And I was so comfortable just holding the, what are they called? Handles. Just
the pillion handles. Yeah, just
because there was a top box in the back when I rode it when I was a pillion, so it was so comfortable just to lean against.
Yeah. This jacket that my brother's wearing as well. That was my old jacket.
We've still got that.
That was yeah, we do. Yeah, that's the first jacket that I ever had.
I tried to wear it, it just drowns me.
But yeah,
your suit is so red there.
No boots. No boots to speak of. I'm wearing my martial arts shoes there.
But just your suit is so red.
It's so clean. Yeah, it's so red and so clean. But yeah, that was the old ER6 and my first so-called proper motorcycle. But I went straight from that Lifan, the 125, to this. So it's a pretty big jump. You wouldn't be allowed to do this jump nowadays in stock form, at least anyway. You'd have to have this bike restricted. But yeah, because I think it produced something like 72 horsepower, something like that. And I think nowadays, at my age, I think I would have needed it restricted to 45, something like that. So yeah. Yeah, it was really, really nice bike.
Yeah, it was a really, really nice bike.
This was when it was, pretty much new. I don't know how long I'd had this bike for. Shall I have a look? See when the picture was taken. See if it lets me. 3rd of October 2011.
Yeah.
So I think I'd literally had the bike a couple of months. So yeah, that's that one. And then got a couple more of the wifey here. Well, in fact, actually, hang on. Before I show this one.
Oh my God, my hair!
Let me. I do these ones.
I've not seen that picture in such a long time.
There you go. There's some other pictures of the old ER6.
I really liked that bike. I was so sad when we got rid of it, but obviously we've moved on to some amazing other bikes. So.
But it was a really good motorcycle. I think I paid less than £3,000 for it as well.
But it was in amazing condition, when we got together.
Well, this bike was an '08 model, and I think I bought it. Yeah, well, I must have bought it in 2011. So yeah, it wasn't old. Didn't hardly had any mileage on it. I think it had less than 2,000 miles on it.
You definitely changed that, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
How much?
By the time I sold it, I think it had close to 20,000 miles on it. Yeah.
That's mad.
Just rode it all the time. Yeah. Let's just do a few. We got a couple more for you. Just of the wifey, and because motorcycles always look better when they've got women attached to them.
This is 2013. This is a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
So we've got that picture framed in our living room, haven't we?
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it's a nice bike. It's a really nice bike. Yeah.
Can't go for my hair. How curly my hair was.
How big the hair was.
Zoom in to have a look. Sorry, I haven't seen this picture in like years. Yeah, look at that. I think that's probably one of the first times. I even remember us doing those pictures, and then
I never dropped that bike. Never dropped it. Never locked it up. Never dropped it. It was perfectly straight when I sold it. Had some. It had rust spots and it was looking old, but when I sold it, but yeah, it was a really good bike. Started up, no problems all the time for, well, the 8 years that I had it, 8-9 years that I had it. So, Yeah, really, really good bike. Really good bike. I do kind of miss it, but
Yeah, I do.
if I rode it tomorrow, I'd be like, no, I'm glad I sold it because it's only a parallel twin, and yeah, okay, it had a nice amount of torque on it, but
It was
it
amazing
wasn't
though.
it wasn't quick at all.
But it was a good bike though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a really, really good bike, and for something that a kid who didn't have any money, something that was totally reliable, and in complete contrast to the bikes that I had before, where they were breaking down every couple of months or something like that, and I had to pay to get them fixed. No issues with that whatsoever.
No.
Literally none. Just maintenance costs, and that was it. That's all I had to pay for servicing, and that was it.
I remember that when
crazy.
we went to meet, we met my parents and my brothers at a bird conservancy, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we took that, and
Yeah.
I think it was just riding home on that was so comfy. I don't think we stopped for 2.5 3 hours.
It was a sport tourer, so
Yeah,
like a sport
so
tourer
nice.
through and through. It was so comfortable, that bike. Yeah, it was really, really comfortable. Yeah, that's so
Trip
there you
down
go.
memory lane for you.
That was us back in the early 2010s and beyond.
Yeah.
You know, when I turned 16, I'm in mid 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Mid 2000s, I would have turned 16. So, yeah, madness. But yeah, there you go. So you guys get a little sneak peek at our past, our history. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun memories looking back on, and I think I will do that one day. I think I will look at buying an old ER6 again.
Yeah.
Because they're cheap bikes nowadays. You can probably pick them up for around £1,000. I don't know in what nick they'd be, but I don't know. Anyone watching this live show, if you've got an ER6F or even ER6N from the mid 2000s, then maybe send us a message and maybe we can hook up at some point. Yeah, give me a fond farewell, some memory, but because I never did any videos on it or anything like that. This is well before we started YouTube, so yeah, it would be nice to have another go on that again.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for joining us on our final live show of the year. And like I said, we've got a video coming out tomorrow as well. That'll be the last one of the year. But yeah, it's been a very interesting year this year, and we've come on leaps and bounds this year.
Yeah.
It's
been amazing, actually, what we've managed to achieve.
It's mad. Well, just, depending on the YouTube channel, some grow really quickly, some grow really slowly, but I wasn't expecting the channel to grow as quickly as it has done. And I mean, well, in April, it'll be 2 years. 2 years since we started. That's not a long time. And we're well on the road to making motorcycle journalism a career. So that's the goal. But yeah, we are getting there thick and fast. So yeah, thank you so much to all of our supporters. Thank you to Mark. Thank you to Lone Wolf. Thank you to Dubstyle Gaming for supporting us on Patreon. The link is in the video description if anyone else wants to go and check us out there. You get access to our Discord server. And well, shall I give everyone access to the Discord server? Anyone that's watching this show?
Yeah.
Shall I create a new link for it?
Little Christmas present.
Yeah, a little gift for everyone. I'll just quickly do this now.
What about you?
Oh, is he whining?
No, he just farted really loudly.
Gotta try and remember how to do this.
I think it's always really humbling when we sign in on a Thursday and there's people waiting to talk to us. It's really nice. It makes what we're doing worth it, doesn't it?
Oh, 100%.
I think it's one of those things that if you're nowhere without your audience.
WRF6. Sorry, excuse me, hang on. All right. There we go. Right. So I'll just chuck this in the chat and in the video description for you guys. There you go. So this link to the Discord server will be active for how long? How long should we say? Over the weekend?
Yeah. Okay.
Should we say over the weekend?
Yeah. Till Sunday off.
So yeah,
Sunday
just to allow the community to get involved a bit more, and that's what we want. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a community, and the more things that we can do to facilitate that, the better. So yeah, use that link that I've put in the chat and in the video description if you want to join us on Discord. I mean, usually that's a privilege for Patreon members, but I think it's Christmas,
Yeah, we're not going to scrooge it
Why
up,
not?
are we?
No, absolutely not. If you do decide to support us on Patreon, then you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. But yeah, we'll give you that link anyway. But when should we set it to expire?
Sunday at 5.
Sunday at 5 o'clock. Okay, so anyone watching this live show all the way up until Sunday at 5 o'clock, you can join us on that Discord server
Sunday
using the link.
18th of December.
Yeah. All right. But anyway, yeah, just a massive thank you to all of our viewers, anyone who supports us indirectly, directly. We can't thank you enough. And yeah, I mean, this is going to be big.
Yeah.
This is going to be big.
So we're, like we said, we're nothing without our supporters, are we?
Absolutely not. No, this wouldn't be worth it. Without you guys, this wouldn't be worth it whatsoever. So yeah, the amount of relationships that we've been able to forge from this and all that is just been absolutely amazing. And yeah, I think we're gonna do some really good things with this. Encourage a lot of people to ride, and hopefully, at least anyway. But yeah, and hopefully open up some more doors for us next year.
Yeah.
To get some projects done that we've been thinking about basically since the channel's inception. But yeah, it's this year has been a mad year for us. Absolutely mad. We've more than doubled in our subscriber counts and our viewer counts and all that. So yeah, it's all thanks to you guys. But anyway, yeah, we're going to go have some dinner now, I think. I know we've had dinner already, haven't we?
We've had dinner. That's such an automatic reaction to what we normally do.
It's just because we normally have dinner after the show. But
we're going to go do some food shopping.
Yes, yeah, we're going to do some last-minute Christmas food shopping so we don't have to...
And hope we don't eat it before Christmas.
Yeah, hopefully we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you ever so much, everyone, for joining us this year. Honestly, you guys are awesome, as I keep saying.
Yeah, you are.
But yeah, Merry Christmas to all of you. Hope you all have a wonderful Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
And hope you all get some decent time off to spend with your families and friends.
And your loved ones, yeah.
Yeah, loved ones. And depending on where you are in the world, maybe you can ride your bike a little bit as well through Christmas. But yeah, not like us. We can't at the moment. But
no.
Hopefully I'll get some time over the next couple of weeks as the weather gets a bit better. I think it's due to get a bit better, isn't it?
It is,
Due
yeah.
to warm up a bit.
Warmer, but
So,
raining as well.
fingers crossed. But anyway, yeah, thanks again, everyone. We'll catch you all next year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Ride safe.